Do you think there's such thing as luck, or do you think it's more so?
Yeah, I think luck exists.
Yeah.
I think luck and fortune walk hand in hand, but I think you can create opportunity for yourself by being on time.
Yeah.
Being on time means being aware, being sensitive enough to realize this ain't the right room to say that. This ain't the right event to wear that. I don't have to do that right now. Understanding your own timing is probably why Steph Curry is so fucking good at his shot.
Pull up from anywhere.
He gets his timing.
Yeah.
His timing has a rhythm. He understands his footwork and how his hand release is.
Yeah.
That's his timing. He knows his body. He studied his own art form. When you study your own art form, maybe it's his vocal, maybe it's his stitching, sewing, maybe it's hair, maybe it's nails. When you get your timing, it'll start feeling like you're lucky as fuck.
And that everything was worth everything.
It'll be in sync.
Yeah.
You ever have a month, a week, a year where everything seems to be going right?
Yeah.
You on time.
Absolutely. That's a big thing too, putting your footwork in, because nothing can really happen until you've done that work before that. And people think that some kind of opportunity is just going to land right in your lap.
It doesn't happen.
Not at all.
Luck happens to the luckiest of us. What about the rest of us that still want to win?
Yeah.
You think the only way to win is luck? Can't be true.
Not at all, because there's a million people trying to do the same thing, right?
I'm a living example of the 1,000 times I didn't get lucky. The 10,000 times that I missed, that wasn't luck. Luck is if you got air and breath to get up and do it again, so I guess I'm lucky.
Absolutely.
Everybody living has an opportunity. You're a little bit more lucky than the people that ain't here no more. But you don't win because you're lucky. Success and consistency does not come from luck. That would mean Michael Jordan was really lucky.
Yeah.
And
Even Kobe Bryant, man, like after the game, he'd go up and put like thousands of shots, right?
Yeah.
The job wasn't finished until he knew that there's always room to grow and there's always opportunity to get better.
There's more work to be done.
The best at what you've done. Yeah.
He was a slave to his own growth.
Yeah.
I think in some ways the best of us are slaves to our own growth.
Yeah, because the biggest thing really is once you've hit a certain accomplishment, you want to reach the next accomplishment. And if you're gonna stop working, then you're gonna slow down and somebody else is gonna pass you, right?
There's a truth to that, but that's a warped way of thinking. Because if you're only chasing stats and goals and things off of a checklist, then you're not living.
Not so much for accolades, but knowing that you have something else to prove, Because if, say for example, you win one championship in the NBA, you're not going to stop at one, right? You're going to want to win every single year.
You want more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and if you stop working, then that next championship might never happen. So,
going to the prom once isn't that exciting, because chances are the 900 of the 1,000 people in the room that go to the prom for the first time don't quite do it the way they wanted to.
Yeah.
They don't wear the outfit they really wanted, and by the time the photographs come out, they realize they could have done it better. So when you go to the prom, you want to go to the prom a couple times.
Absolutely.
Until you perfect it. So that's the metaphor of you actually winning a ring. You want to go back. You want to set more goals and do it better.
100%.
And do it with more tenacity or whatever it is on the list for you.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I get you.
Yeah. So what is one advantage you think? Because you started off doing some big credits as a songwriter. You Beyonce. I think the first one was with Usher. And
yep. The first one was Kaiser.
Okay.
We was just listening to her. We were listening to her record, Hideaway.
Yeah, that was the one.
The first real type of credit that I ever had writing a record was on her records. So my friend at the time, Rami, he was her producer and he wrote for her too. So we were part of the same team. So I started writing for her, and then that led to Usher.
Yeah, that was a big one. So what advantage do you think? Because that's a different path to where you have the advantage over the other person, because the different areas of creating a song. The songwriting is one path, making the song is something else. What do you think? What advantage do you think you have as like a strong songwriter first before the music, as a solo artist before that? What do you think that is?
What advantages do I think?
Yeah, as opposed to like somebody who just writes normally.
I mean, it's tremendous. It's like being a coach and then being a player. If you're a coach and you're an honest player, you got to have the type of integrity that allows you to face yourself.
Yeah.
If you were a good coach and you're an honest player that can look in the mirror, then you can borrow from both of those sides. I understood the steps that I needed to execute in order to get better,
yeah,
order to improve. I understood my art form. Working as a songwriter means I was studying my art form before I was creating.
Yeah.
So that gives you a tremendous that gives you a tremendous heads up.
Yeah.
Imagine studying cameras and how they work before you become a DP.
You're able to construct it a lot better. Yeah.
Imagine studying film, understanding how lenses work, and then falling in love with film. So you don't just have an appreciation, you have a tactical approach. Everything in life requires some sort of tact if you want to do it over and over and over and over with consistency.
Absolutely.
So me being a songwriter means tactfully, I got it.